guys, Richie Mason Allen here for your attribute training, and I'm really excited to be started today, so let's get bowed and face this way. Ready, stand, horse stance. Keep. Ayush. Hold. Pass up. Alright guys, you start bouncing around a little bit. Now I gotta tell you, it's a little hot outside. So hopefully you're inside doing these exercises. In fact, I don't know. It's really hot. It's like 110 degrees. Logan, can you come help me out? Woo! All right. Well, that helped a little bit, but we're still going to go inside and train anyway. Let's see what we got now. Hey guys, Richie Mason Allen here. Seriously, this time for your Thursday attribute training I'm excited about today, because what we're going to do is something very fun, in my opinion. We're going to take everyday household objects and use them for training purposes to help us out with some kickboxing, some live sparring, some Kempo techniques. The world is ours. Let's go! First things first, folks, you're going to go brilliant in the basics. We're going to focus on picks, slips, jabs, and crosses. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. Let's do this. So first thing I'm going to do, guys, is just focus on a pick. So as I pick across my face, my head's going to slip to the opposite direction. Same thing on the other side. So as my hand is moving one way, my head's moving the other way. Notice how I'm not crisscrossing my feet whatsoever. Notice how I'm not doing too much hand work. I'm not doing too much head work. I'm kind of doing 50-50 of each. Just a little slight hand movement, a little slight head movement. Notice how when I pick, I'm going to end up onto the outside of their arm, idealistically. This means that my opponent is limited with the number of weapons they're allowed to counter back with. But if I slip to the inside, I just bought myself a VIP Express Uber to downtown Pound Town, which is not ideal for me, of course. So now you're going to respond to my attack. So if I throw with my left hand, you're going to try to slip your head to the outside. If I throw with my right hand, you're going to try to slip your head to the outside. While simultaneously doing that, when your head slips to the outside, you're going to pick it the opposite direction that your head is moving. Let's see how you guys do. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. First prop, guys, is going to be a door. Now you can do this in any room in your house, obviously. Now clearly you don't want to do this in like a living space where anyone's like around or anyone can judge you. And try not to let the door close or open fully wide. That's kind of the main point of the drill. It's kind of pass it back and forth and volley a little bit between you and your door. Now if it opens all the way or if it closes all the way, then you simply drop down, you do a push-up, and then you get back up and you try it again. Nice! So back out in the heat again for a pick cross now. So as I'm in my guarding stance, when I pick, I'm going to slip my head to the outside, and my backhand is going to end up doing a cross. Now this can go to the body, this can go to the armpit, or even slide between their guard and go to the face. It doesn't matter, as long as your cross has appropriate wrist rotation, full extension, full hip rotation, etc., etc., etc. Now as I slip the same side of the door that I'm blocking on, I'm going to extend a cross out. Clearly not with the intention of punching the door, but punching the air and using the door as kind of like a trap. Same rules apply with the opening and closing. If you get it all the way open or all the way closed, drop down to a push-up, reset it into a 45-degree angle in the middle, and then try again. Woo! So for the next round, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to use our household objects to help us with chambers. You can use a pillow, you can even use like a spatula, a spoon, a plastic plate, an Arnie stick, or a Joe staff, whatever you have available for you. Now here's how it's going to work. Now I'm going to use hold on. I'm going to use this comb as an example right now. So I'm going to use this to practice my chambering. So the idea is, if I'm doing my kick and I extend my hand all the way out, I'm going to make contact with that object depending on what kick I'm going to do. Now as you can tell, the closer that object is going to get to my body, the more profound my chamber has to be. So let's apply this with multiple kicks. We're going to practice front kicks, round kicks, side kicks, and hook kicks. When I do my front kick, notice how I chamber my knee and my foot north and south in relation to each other. I extend my foot all the way out, hitting with the ball of my foot. I recoil it backwards exactly where I started with, and then I set it down on the ground and plan to get balanced. On my round kick, I'm going to bring my knee up east to west, so my knee is pointing at the target, and that means my foot is going to be behind my rear end. I extend my foot all the way out, hitting with the shoelace portion of my foot, or where my shoelaces would be if I was wearing shoes in this case, and not them flops go. And then I bring it back to exactly where it started for my initial chamber before I set it on the ground. On the side kick, the opposite is true. Though my foot is still flat, my knee is going to be in front of my belly button, my toes are going to be pointing sideways, east to west. I'm going to extend my heel out like a laser beam, straight line, bam, making contact with the heel of my foot. Now I'm going to be doing a hook kick. That means I'm going to chamber at a 45-degree angle like I'm doing the side kick. I extend my foot all the way out, whip it across, making contact with either my heel or the ball of my foot, depending on what sound you're studying, as I recoil it like a round kick facing the opposing 45-degree angle before I set it down in the opposite direction. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for your attribute training. It's always a pleasure doing these videos. I'm always interested in your feedback. Reach out to your academy. Let us know how this training is working for you guys. I look forward to seeing you continuously joining the virtual mat now. But until then, peace.